Hi, this is Clint from the RV Small Talk podcast, and you're about to listen to episode 98. And I'm going to tell you right on the front end, this is not your typical RV Small Talk episode. Here's why. We sent Lindsay out with microphones to a camping rally where she gathered up some really fantastic women to talk about, well, women's issues for campers. Like, how to pee in the woods. So, if you are down for a slightly different, a departure, if you will, a different take on what we do at RV Small Talk, this is it. It's going to be super informative, super helpful, and pretty darn hilarious. With that all said, let's dive into this episode.
Welcome to RV Small Talk, where we talk about lightweight trailers, truck campers, and the people and places and things that go along with them. We are your hosts from Princess Craft RV, but I'm the only one, Lindsay, but I have someone special here to host with me.
Hello, it is Mandy Lea. I am here just hanging out
live
with
from
Lindsay.
Taborado.
Yeah, live from Taborado 21, the first Taborado. And
it's been fabulous so far, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, including the incredible rainstorm we had last night.
I mean, it just cleansed us all, didn't it? And destroyed a million awnings. Raise your hand if your awning was destroyed. Nobody?
We did have.
Y'all win.
I mean, we did have a moment of silence for all the destroyed
We
storms.
did. So today we're here with 4 women who are here at Taborado, and this podcast is all about girly camping.
Yeah, if you're a dude, I don't know, tune out right now.
But if you're not a dude, then this is probably the podcast that you need to listen to. And men, you might learn something too. It's important. So we're going to start off with Mandy. I mean, you are living in your camper, which means you have to go through all the uncomfortable women stuff in your camper. Mm-hmm. So I've seen you've done some videos on going to the bathroom outside.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you're totally comfortable like videoing. I mean, obviously not videoing, but making videos about how to.
Yes, for sure. So I have been full-time in the Tab 400, 320, or Tag for 5 years now. And in none of those have I had a bathroom. So I have literally not had a bathroom in over 5 years, which means anytime I need to go, I go. But I've done a video about going to the bathroom and what I do. I personally, I'm pretty open, but I also do things not to get arrested. I won't
That's good. We don't want you in jail.
I won't get arrested. But yeah, I'm pretty comfortable going outside in the wilderness, in the woods. But there are a lot of people who are not comfortable with that. So I've tried to make videos to help the people who are not so comfortable as I am, to figure out how to do it. How do you go on long hikes? How do you go backpacking? How do you do things like that? So,
and make it like a not stressful thing, because I feel like that can keep some women from camping or boondocking or taking long hikes because they're afraid of, well, how do I do this? It seems like too much work. Never mind. I won't do it. And that's not what we're all about.
No. And a big thing too is I never want your excuse. Say you want to go backpacking. I don't want you to cancel a backpacking trip because you're going to be on your period. You got to figure that out. And
I cuss on the podcast all the time.
You got to figure that bleep out.
And Clint has to put in these beeps.
Okay. So Clint, here you go. You got to figure that stuff out.
Because doesn't have the same ring to it.
Yeah, I know. You can't cancel something because of that. So
let's make it less scary.
Yeah.
Maybe a little easier. Some tips and tricks.
And talk to our 4 ladies who have a range of comfortability in the wilderness. Yeah, that's a word.
All right. Let's start with Angela. Angela, you're from Georgetown. You're right next to me. Yes. We traveled a long ways.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Give her the microphone.
Yeah,
except for I flew. I cheated.
Oh no, I drove it.
How long did it take you?
Well, about 16 hours, but I stopped one night along the way, and I usually spend a month in Colorado during the summer to cool off, which is not the case today or yesterday. But
wow.
But I fly fish too. So I like to hit like the high alpine lakes and things like that.
So that's the thing where you just do this, right?
A lot of it. Yes.
I'm flicking my wrist right now for this. I don't know. That's really cool. So what kind of camper do you have?
I have a Tag XL Boondock.
How long have you had it?
Well, since April. So do the math. April, May, June, July. 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah.
Did you have a camper before that?
So I had a Tag 5 wide before that.
Oh, okay.
But for only 6 months. And then I upgraded because I'm almost 6 feet tall. And let's face it, I needed something a little bigger. So, yeah.
So you're relatively new camper.
Yeah, I mean, I've tent camped my whole life. I grew up with a granddad that was an Eagle Scout master and like taught me about wilderness things and all that. So
you have no bathroom in your camper.
Correct.
All right. So let's start with number one, quite literally. Do you pee in the woods? Do you only camp places you have bathrooms?
Right. So I refuse to squat.
You refuse.
Yes. I'm not comfortable doing it. I'm a big and tall person and it's not easy a lot of the time,
It's not easy to like physically.
Right. Yeah. Unless I'm guessing like you have a tree that you can lean against or whatever. And I know not everybody does that.
I have to say it does feel like a workout. Like
right.
My legs start like shaking and I'm just like, what if I just fall?
Right. Right in whatever just happened. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's my biggest fear is like, I'm going to sit on a cactus or I'm going to like a bug's going to jump up and then it like, I'm scared. And then you just come up with all these things in your head and you're just like, yeah, I'll hold it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you do? Just dehydrate yourself?
So when I fly fish, I have to
do that.
I have to plan ahead because the guy that I go fly fishing with the most is a Marine. And, they'll do anything anywhere. And he doesn't think it's ever a problem, right? So I like really have to plan ahead, like to the point of telling him, okay, so it's that time of the month again. So I kind of need to plan the bathroom stuff around whatever we're going to do today. And he's like, oh my God, don't, and he wigs out. And I'm like, well, it's a thing. It's a problem, So, we do kind of playing around that. Like we'll do like a 4-hour stint and no, I still hydrate, but I sweat so much, thank God, that I lose most of it that way instead.
Do you feel like you're held back from some adventures because you're so nervous about it?
For sure. Yeah. Because there are some places that won't have vault toilets here in Colorado at the end of the trail.
Wait, what's a vault toilet?
So it's basically like a porta potty, but it's like a stationary toilet. It looks like a porta potty.
They call it a pit toilet. It's basically like a toilet that is a porta potty, but built into the ground. Right. But it's like a structure.
And they still come.
It doesn't flush.
They still come clean it out and do all the things like they would like a porta potty, which I'm also not a fan of.
Well, I don't think anyone's a fan of them.
But I will say, coming from 12,000 feet back down, seeing a toilet, it's like, oh, Mecca,
So what's your fear? Is your fear bugs? Is it someone's going to see you? Is it you're going to make a mess? Like what's
definitely the mess factor is a deal because like if I'm out in the middle of nowhere with a guy and like, what if my stream is off or whatever? Yeah, I've peed once squatting. Yeah, shake your head. I don't care. I have peed once squatting and it went horribly wrong. I was 12 years old and I've never looked back. I'm like, I'm not doing this again.
So you're saying you don't want to pee your pants on a first date?
Or your socks.
That too. Okay. But like with any guy, I mean, like he's a buddy. He's not anything else.
But okay. So that's you're the exact person I made my little how to pee in the woods video for.
Right.
So what advice do you have?
The advice. Oh, I've got lots of advice. Trust me. I'm hugely opinionated on peeing in the woods. So a couple of really quick tips that I put in my little video. So let's assume privacy is not your issue. You have privacy. Let's say that's not the thing. Your issue is like physically, how do I pee? There are some tips. So I talk about squatting all the way down. Don't do the half squat. You do the half squat, you're going to pee on your feet. You got to squat literally all the way down, which can be hard on the knees, but it's good. Then when you're actually peeing, like, don't half-ass it. Like put the full force into it, because you kind of half-ass that.
We all know what she's talking about when she says that, right? We all know.
If you kind of half-ass that stream, it's going to dribble, but you go full force, it's going to go forward. That's really good. Pants all the way down, but hold the crotch up in the middle so you don't get your pants wet. Okay?
Keep your feet dry.
You spread them.
Yeah. Just like
Yeah.
I'm going to demonstrate later.
Spread them far enough apart. And then, okay, so there's some logistics, but let's say you can't squat that far, because some people can't. It's fine.
I can't, actually. Yeah.
So there's a couple tools. One, you could use, like say a straight tree, you put your back against it and do kind of this chair squat. Or you could find a stump or a fallen over log, and you can kind of sit the back of your butt against it so that you're almost sitting and you're peeing forward. And you know what? I've done this on the car too. Yeah. You open the back door and the front door
and create a stall
between the two doors, so you have like almost a stall. Then you put the back of your butt. I'm demonstrating now, but you put the back of your butt on the floorboard, and you can pee with like almost privacy. Yeah. I mean, does that make sense to you guys?
Interesting.
I know it's weird.
That I could probably do.
I do this all the time. It's a thing. So I'll like brace my butt against the floorboard of the car with the back door and the front door open, and I'm in between, Anyway, that's a really great way for private. It's almost like a bathroom stall.
And I think one important thing to do is like practice before you, and that sounds so weird, but it's like in the moment when you're somewhere you don't know and stuff like that, it might be really scary. But if you, I don't know, practice beforehand, like go somewhere where nobody can see you and just practice. I don't know. Do any of those make you feel better, or are you still just not into it?
No, I might actually try the whole door stall thing, because I have a Jeep and it's even lifted. So yeah, that's a possibility.
I do that on the side of the road all the time, because Kendrick won't pull over for me. Like, he won't go to rest stops. And sometimes I'm just like, I have to pee, just pull over wherever you can. And I will just pee out the side of the car door. The other recommendation, if you can't like squat very well, is if you're somewhere, have like a rope or a bungee. You put it around a tree in front of you. You face the tree. You hold the rope or bungee, and with both hands you can
lunge,
squat back.
Oh, interesting.
And it takes a lot of the pressure off your legs.
Cool.
And you can squat back more so you don't like pee on yourself.
Dang, Mandy.
Good information.
What's your preferred position?
I mean, personally, I'm still luckily
a toilet?
Yeah, a toilet, please. I'm young enough still that like my legs are good, my knees are good, my hips are good. I can still just like straight up squat. But I know in 20 years I'm going to have issues. So I've got these things in the back of my head. Right now I'm great, but I understand that as you age, like shit gets weak.
Don't be bragging. I'm the same age as you. My everything hurts.
No, you've got kids.
Yeah.
You've got kids. I haven't.
So every time I jump, I have to pee. Yeah. All right, Angela, be brave.
I will.
Be brave.
I'm totally going to try it now.
Go pee in the woods.
I may go in a minute and squat at my campsite. It'll be fine.
Your homework. You've got homework to go squat in the middle of the night when it's dark.
I'll report back.
Yeah, I was about to say, we need a full written report.
Totally. Hey. Oh, okay.
In a neighborhood.
It's a very busy corner, but all right. I mean, I have a pool too, so yeah.
You know, have you ever heard of exposure therapy, where you just like go from 0 to 60?
Yeah.
All right, Claire has a little friend here. What's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Archie.
Hi, Archie.
He's a border terrier mix, for those who can't see him, because
and he's super cute. He's not sure what he's doing in this tiny cabin with all these ladies, but
he's like, I've seen my mom pee.
Archie probably has like the most experience peeing in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
true.
He's also a man, so it's easy for him to pee.
Disqualified.
He's watched me pee many times. Let's just say.
Claire, where are you from?
I'm from Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs. I see you have a lot of raffle tickets in there.
I do.
Are
I'm
you
hoping
saving
to
them
win.
up?
Well, it's easy to carry them this
It's
way.
the other half.
Yeah,
All right. What are you hoping to win for all the cool raffle prizes they have here?
I would love the Omnia oven is what I'm
All
hoping
right.
for. So then I can join the next contest because I've never baked in one yet.
Yeah.
so.
Do you have judges for that contest?
We do.
Fine.
It's all full already, I guess.
All right. So
hungry.
back to business.
Yes.
You're from Colorado?
Yes.
All right. So we're in your home state.
Yeah.
What kind of camper do you have?
I have a tag, a
You have
little
a tag?
guy. It's a 2015. So
How long have you had it?
I've had it since June of last year. So I got
Okay.
it during the pandemic.
And did you camp before that?
I did not. So my family thought I was crazy because I bought a camper and they
knows
never
what that's
camped.
like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my parents thought I was insane.
They're like, where will you go to the bathroom? Like, what is this?
Yeah, but look, now they're here at this rally, like loving on everybody.
Bringing me blankets to sleep with.
Yeah. So maybe there's hope. I don't know. They helped me get my camper ready because I stopped they live in Denver. So I stopped there on the way to Palisade. And
Night.
They,
So do you do a lot of like just quick trips overnight, or do you camp for like long extended periods of time? Do you boondock?
I do a lot of boondocking because it's easily accessible in Colorado Springs. So you can just drive up 24 and be in the mountains. But I also love the state parks because there's easy access to the bathroom.
All right. So let's talk about the bathroom. How comfortable are you peeing outside?
So if there's some roughage that you can hide behind, great.
So it's privacy for you.
Yes. And in the dark of the night, I feel very comfortable peeing where no one
Really,
can find
that's
me.
when the critters come out and just going to jump up and get you.
Well, now I'm going to be horrified. Thank you.
It goes through my head.
It was great until you said that.
I
Gosh.
don't care who sees me. I don't want the snakes to get me.
But like it's dark and no one can see me crouching into the.
Do you know how many death by snake bite while peeings there are? There's
in the dark.
none.
Okay, people might not die, but it would still hurt.
No, but I mean, it's not a thing.
It's not a thing?
No, it's not a thing.
How many have been reported, though? That's the question.
Oh, yeah. How many people are like, I don't want to tell people that a snake bit my vagina while I was peeing? You can say vagina. It's not a bad word.
I mean, I still don't think it's like I don't think it's a big statistics. I don't think it's a thing.
So
No.
you have done nothing but
More likely to
pee
die
and
by
poop in the
mosquito.
woods, and you've never had anything crawl or jump or bite or sting or
I've definitely had ants.
I have, okay, you guys, I have not had a personal bathroom in over 5 years. And in over 5 years, I have never been bit or stung or even squatted on a poisonous plant or anything. Nothing. Never. Ever.
I feel like that's just raising the likelihood of me doing it because you haven't.
Yeah.
You're just like, no, don't listen to Lindsay.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Don't be scared. You're fine, especially at night.
No. Thanks. Well, I don't pee very far away from the camper, but I will tell you, I have found unusual things when I've gone to search for a peeing or pooping spot before. You know,
Like what?
like pot farms on the.
Don't pee or poop in those.
You know, here's
know,
something
on the-
actually really interesting about what Claire just said is that, okay, so most of you know, like I'm a photographer too. Some of my best photos have come because it's like the middle of the night and I have to go pee. So I walk away from my camper out where it's dark and your eyes adjust to the dark. And I've been peeing and I won't lie. I've had at least 5 or 6 of my best images be like, I'm peeing and I'm like, oh my God, this would make an amazing photo. I run and grab my camera and I shoot it. That's not even a lie. I'm not even exaggerating that for this. Like I have some of my best photos have come from like the visions I've had while peeing.
So it's like inspirational time for you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because it gets you. Here's the thing. Like you're at your camper where there's the light and your eyes are adjusted to your light. And then you go off in the dark. And while you're peeing, your eyes kind of adjust to the light. And all of a sudden you can see the stars and you can see all this stuff. And you're like, whoa. Yeah. Like peeing is
You see everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a different perspective. It's a great perspective.
Right.
I mean,
All right.
In fact, I'll even share the particular P photos I'll share them.
P photos on rvsmalltalk.com.
Are you gonna,
Go check out the P photos. We should not call them P photos, actually. We should call them something else. That sounds weird.
Inspirational moments.
Squat shots.
No, that sounds worse. We have a whole new audience now.
Hey everybody, this is Clint again, jumping in the midst of editing this rollicking good time, this episode. And let me just say, if you've passed level 1 of this conversation, buckle up. It's about to get even more crazy.
Let's talk about something else. No, you're not done yet.
All right.
I want to talk about periods real quick.
Oh, periods. Yeah,
Yes.
those are rough, man.
So I don't know. I don't camp
boondock?
without a bathroom.
Oh, okay.
I had to finish that sentence.
Okay.
I have a bathroom. I camp like,
Yeah.
glamper style.
There's no
So
bathroom.
what's your go-to? What's your tips? What's your tricks?
Yeah.
Are you still trying to figure it out? Do
gotta
you
make
just avoid it?
You got to make sure you have a stockpile of maxi pads or if you do a tampon somewhere in
So
your
you
camper.
don't do any of the cups or the period panties or any of that stuff?
No.
I feel like that might be easier when you're camping.
Potentially, but you don't know when it's coming. So sometimes it comes early or it comes because you're like stressed because you're out camping or whatever. I mean,
Mandy, do you use like a cup thing or?
Oh, I have all the things to say.
you probably have the better stuff, the reusable.
Well, no. So first of all, you just said you don't know when it's coming. I use my Fitbit, which I can put in my period and it actually tracks it. And it'll send you a message and it'll be like, I'll get a notification on my phone and it'll be like,
hi girls,
It's so
your
funny.
period's coming.
I get a notification that says your period is predicted to start in 2 days. And it's actually very accurate because if you keep track of it, it's actually pretty accurate. So first of all, I use the tracker so I remember because I'm very forgetful. I don't use the cup because people rave about it, but I don't know. I've never used it and it sounds really weird.
Sounds kind of messy.
I don't know. It sounds messy. I've never used it.
Sounds kind of messy.
And then, so I don't use the cup, although I'm not going to say it's bad. I've just never used it because it sounds weird. So I pretty much make sure I know when it's going to start. I do tampons because I like tampons better than pads, but it's a personal thing. And so I make sure I have them first of all. And then I always have Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags are my hero because if I'm hiking, if I'm backpacking, if I'm doing anything, it goes in the Ziploc bag. And who cares? It's in a Ziploc. You pack it in, you pack it out. And so this is another big thing that's going to be different for solo versus couple travelers. So I obviously travel with Kendrick. I'm not going to lie. This is super weird to say on a podcast, but like one of the very first things that was like, whoa, okay, I've known you for like a couple of months now. We're on a trail in the middle of nowhere with no trees and no bushes. Will you turn around? Because I have to change my tampon. But I did, and it was fine. And Kendrick was totally cool about it. And I can literally change a tampon in front of my boyfriend, which is really weird.
But you have like a whole method. It's not like a big ordeal, and you just whoop whoop whoop. Those are my sound effects. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like when I change my tampon. It is quick. Yeah, it's nothing. And Kendrick gets it, like he knows it. And he would rather, I'll tell you, Kendrick would rather me be out there hiking with him and deal with me changing a tampon than me not going at all. Yeah, that's the choice. I either go or I don't go. And if it means, hey, I'm going to have to change my tampon on the trail and put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in my bag, are you cool with that? Of course he'd rather me do that than not go.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So what
I would say also it's good to have some like good wipes. Those are because otherwise you're gonna smell up your camper. It's just over a couple of days. Because especially if you're boondocking, even if you're at a state park, like you just want to be clean, and so especially afterwards, because otherwise it's just stinky.
So track it and wet wipes.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna know if you're not using wet wipes.
I mean, I just feel like it probably shouldn't be taboo anymore to talk about because it shouldn't be. But that's just my opinion. Thank you, Claire.
I actually buy there's like a man,
Dude wipes.
the dude wipes. The dude wipes are fantastic. That's what I use. Like they're called dude wipes.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Chime in on that.
Yeah.
So dude wipes, unlike Cottonelle wipes, dude wipes will actually come like wet wipes in single-use packages, and they're unscented.
Can I say a very similar brand is Shower Pouch, who is sponsoring our rally and giving away some free gifts. Shower Pouch is the same thing. Amazing. They're single-use wipes in packages, and they're vegan, gluten-free. I mean, you're not eating them.
Are you gonna eat them?
No, you're not eating them. But they use everything in them as natural, and they're super great. They like, you could take a shower with them. They're amazing.
That's
And
awesome.
they're
I'm
in a
gonna get
little
some of those
raffle today for sure.
Cool.
I'll have to get some of those. I didn't know about those. So that's why I got the dude wipes because I was like, well, the dudes know what they're doing. So shower pouch.
One of the jars.
Oh. All right. Well, I gotta go get some more tickets. I mean, I do have like 40 tickets here, but you got some extras?
No, I can help you with that.
Oh, all right. Okay, great. I'm gonna get some more tickets so I can get those.
All right, your name tag is covered up. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, you're from Arizona.
Yes.
All right, what camper do you have? How long have you been camping?
We have a pre 320, which doesn't have a bathroom,
A pre 320?
basically. It's a, it's a Q.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
yeah,
Q
yeah,
model.
yeah. Cool.
Yes.
You don't see many cues anymore.
Right.
No.
And this is our second tab, and we had a 2009. And so we've been camping pretty much since 2010. Yeah. In
So
two different
you're-
tabs.
You're nuCamp veterans.
And last year we did a 4-month trip in our camper.
Dang, 4 months?
The whole Pacific Coast highway.
How fun.
Yep. It was
How
awesome.
fun.
Awesome.
All right. And how comfortable are you
Very.
with going to... Okay.
Skip right over that.
All right. Well, we've talked about peeing plenty. What about number 2 in the woods?
So we've camped in a variety of places. Like these ladies, we've camped where there's facilities. However, we have boondocked when we were tent camping, and it was dig a hole and poop.
Do you feel like it's too much work to be worth it? You'd rather be at a campsite with a bathroom?
No, I don't really care.
Okay.
And I'm a hiker, and we live right near the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
So we were talking about it because we have trail monitors. So if like I have to pee, it's like there's usually 1 or 2 people, and it's like somebody stops the people behind us, somebody stops the people in front of us, and they just stop and they said, hey, someone's peeing, and everyone's like, okay, and continue on.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
All right. What other woman things have you encountered on the road?
So people who have tabs or tags, I've learned this because I have knee problems, that the handles on the tabs work really well to hold on to and squat, because you don't have to do a full squat and you can still pee.
But then you're peeing like right next to the front door of your camper.
Yeah, we don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm in there. Yeah.
As long as it's number 1, it's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just don't walk around barefoot or lick the ground. You're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I lick the ground all the time.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It is now.
Keeps the bears away, right?
And they talked about wipes. And so we have like baby wipes in the trailer. So I'm really careful about that too. So after I'm done, I just wipe with a baby wipe, because that's really important too.
And I feel like I probably shouldn't have to say this, but please, 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 please don't leave your wipes outside. Don't bury them. I don't care if it's 1,000,000 feet into the ground. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
And I'm a drip dry girl, so I
Me
don't
too.
use toilet paper.
I feel like my mom taught me at like a very young age to like just bounce a few times, and like I've got it down where I don't. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, this is. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say I'm also drip dry, but I've known women who, if they don't wipe, they get an infection. And that's a personal thing.
Right.
So if you are prone to infection, then wipe. But if you're not prone to infection, then drip dry.
Make it easier on yourself and drip dry.
Yeah. And just, have that Ziploc bag. Like I said, Ziplocs for everything.
And back to the thing about somebody said about moving the pants. Well, if you wear shorts, like running shorts that have a inside liner, you don't even have to take your shorts off. I'm a runner. So you move the crotch away from you, and then you can just pee and still keep your shorts on.
Okay, so do you know, I just have to say.
Wait. I need a better visual. What are you talking about?
Wait, you want her to actually do
No, what are you talking about running shorts?
Slide the crotch over.
They have built-in, like,
You don't pull it down.
They have built-in briefs.
like swim shorts that have built-in.
Oh, okay. I got it.
So I also just subscribed, and I can't say yet whether I like them or not. I'll do something later. But I just did this Kickstarter from this Elira, E-L-I-R-A apparel. They were on Kickstarter. I haven't gotten them, so I'm not like condoning them yet. But they have a pant that zips from the crotch all the way down, all the way up your butt. And so you don't have to pull your pants down. You unzip. And then they sell, listen, then they sell, because you think about it, you have underwear on still. So you either pull your underwear to the side, or they also sell this underwear that splits in the middle, like a I don't know, a diaper or whatever.
Overlays, and you just open it up.
Yeah. So I have these on order, and you know how Kickstarter is. It takes like 8 months to get your thing. So I'm still waiting on it. So I'll do a thing, but like there is a pant that unzips, and then an underwear that has like a overlay split, so you can squat in privacy. It's a thing. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, I think the zipper, I mean, from the video, I haven't seen it yet, but the video looks pretty exciting. I mean, I paid like $200 for 2 pairs.
I think there was a company a while ago that made those too. I'd seen them, but I didn't know who they were.
Ooh, guys, this is Clint again, jumping into this episode just to say I can't believe how valuable this content is going to be to our women listeners. And guys, if you're paying attention, I hope you're learning a thing or two. I sure am. Let's get back to it.
So can we just move on to like the other side of the periods into menopause?
Yeah. Tell us about that.
You know, I think we had to learn that even if you had air conditioning on, I have a personal fan because it is like a nightmare because it would just get too hot.
So get a personal fan. Mm-hmm. What about those fans that like mist you and fan at the same time?
I didn't need those. I just needed a fan at night just in case.
Okay.
Because it was just too hot. So, you know, it's just have to adapt around it.
Any other tips or tricks for menopause while camping?
Not really. No.
Just fan. Moving air.
Fan, you know. Wet towels.
I mean, as a question for what I have to look forward to, are they like, are they quick flashes, or is it like all night you're miserable?
Mine were all at night. So they were pretty nasty. But actually camping helped them more than hurt them. So they were less, because we were super active, and I think it just got better. And then you just have to figure out all your handy dandy mood swings, but the mood swings go away too while you're camping.
Because you're outside.
Yes.
And you're camping.
Okay, hear that fact. Camping helps mood swings.
Ready, set, go. Take your woman camping. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's pretty much it.
All right. Dun dun, Miss Amy.
Hello.
Amy, you're from Texas too.
I am.
And what are you camping in?
Currently, I'm camping in a DIY Ford Transit van, cargo van.
Cool.
But I am eyeing a nuCamp. I already named it.
Cool. I know of a dealership in Texas where you could get one. Hit me up later. I'll let you know. Yes. No matter where you get your camper, I don't care. I am happy that you're looking.
I am.
But it will be from Princess Cruise.
No, I don't care.
Highly likely.
Don't care. I just want people to be camping. So what does your camper van have, like a toilet?
I'm in the DIY camper. There's not a lot of space, but I am, because I'm also postmenopausal, there has to be a toilet in there because I'm going to get up 2-3 times a night to pee. So I have a little Thetford porta potty.
Okay. Do you like it?
I do, because I have to get up 2 or 3 times a night to pee.
Do you feel like it's a lot of work? I know a lot of people look at those and say,
I don't think it's a lot of work. almost always only pee in it. So you just unclip the top, throw it in one of the big bags you get from the national park, carry it in like it's a purse, pour it out. It's easy.
A purse of pee.
Give me your drink, Mandy. Give me your drink.
She just said it was like a purse. I mean,
Yeah.
Wait, so your pee goes in a bag?
Well, the cassette goes in a bag because there's a lot of people who are
the whole toy. Yeah, that makes way more
just
sense.
the bottom part, and people are uncomfortable.
That seems dangerous.
There's people that are uncomfortable about either carrying it, and it's obvious that it's a potty
Right,
cassette,
just like going down the road.
or seeing someone else like, fine, I'll put it in this bag, and then I'll walk in the stall,
and
wherever, and
pour it
empty it out. I don't poop in it most of the time. If I do,
I mean,
we have a special method with lining the thing, clean it out, line the basin with a paper towel, heavy duty. You poop there, you pick that up, drop it in a bag, and put that in a Ziploc. It doesn't smell.
Amy, I love you for being so candid because this is what people want to hear, but they can't figure out how to get this information because nobody wants to talk about it.
I don't want to smell it.
So you don't do the kitty litter thing?
Nah.
It's
I tried that when I camped in my minivan.
Uh-huh.
But that's a bigger pain. This is easier.
Just
because you
heavy
end up
duty
with
paper towels.
With the the
And
blue
you just-
ones that you use in a shop, and I've tried other methods. This one's best.
I believe you.
And so you drop it in a Walmart bag, and then you drop that in a Ziploc, and you don't smell anything, and then you find a place to toss it like you would a baby diaper.
My goodness. Angela, you look terrified.
So I bought a cassette toilet like that specifically for this trip. It is still new in the box, and I will be putting it out in the swap meet because there's no way in the world I can bring myself to use it.
Angela!
I know. It's a problem. I know.
We might buy it.
Well, on the other side,
You gotta buy her.
see, on the other side, my husband's traveling with me, which usually I'm traveling solo. He's with me. There's no way he's going to get up in the middle of the night and pee in that toilet in the van. He will wait till he's about to explode and get up and go to the bathroom. So I don't really care. You know, you get past menopause, you know you're going to have to pee a lot. I'm just going to get up and pee in the van.
So what are your camping during menopause tips and tricks? Besides, it's hot.
Well, keep hydrating because if you're afraid you're going to have to get up and pee in the night, then you're going to end up with a headache. When you go camping, bring 2 Ziplocs, one for the fresh stuff, one for the stuff you already used, unless you have unless you drip dry or you have that cloth that you can use. And I don't.
It's called the Kula. There's a really great new brand called the Kula cloth, Kula cloth. You pee on it. It's antimicrobial.
Yes.
You can wipe with it, and then you can just like hang it outside in the sun.
Yep. Or hang it on your
and
backpack.
you don't have to like wash it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it doesn't smell.
Great for hiking. Great for hiking. So you can actually have a cloth to wipe with, and you just hang it on the outside of your pack. The Kula cloth.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, the sun does a lot of crazy things. Like when I cloth diapered both my kids and I figured out that the sun, I washed them, of course, but I figured out that you put things out in the sun that are stained and then like the sun just gets rid of them. Like what? Anyway, all right. Dang. Thank you guys. This is weird and awesome. And all the things that you mentioned, Mandy, all the products, stuff like that, I will totally link at rvsmalltalk.com in the show notes if you're curious about any of these products. One last thing I want to talk about is the sheepy? Pee-shee?
Well, no. Okay, so there's tons of them.
Pee-pee?
Like, like ways for
Shiwi.
girls to pee standing up. No, there's lots of them. So there's the Go Girl, the Shiwi, the Pee Style.
The ones where you
there's
stand
like 100
up
of them.
and you put it right there and then it like funnels.
Yeah.
It's basically a funnel.
My personal, there are these little like funnels so girls can pee standing up, right? And they kind of market it towards hiking and carrying it with you while you're hiking so you can like pee outdoors. Personally, so that's a total legitimate use. my personal experience with it is that I don't have a problem squatting. So if I'm on a hike and I need to go pee, I'd rather just squat rather than get this device dirty and carry it with me. That's the thing. However,
okay, that makes sense.
I have found the Go Girl very useful when I park in a Walmart parking lot. I'm in the back of the parking lot. You can't pee outside because you're in public and there's lights. And if you want to go pee, you've got to get out and go into Walmart and come out. It takes 30 minutes. And instead, Kendrick, so, my guy, he can just pee in a bottle and be like, oh, I'm just going to pee in this bottle. And you go inside for 30 minutes. I'm like, well, that sucks. So the Go Girl is a way I can pee in a bottle in the camper and not have to go inside. And that is the number one time I use a Go Girl or Pee Style or whatever. I use my Go Girl all the time for that.
Does anybody else, have y'all ever used one?
No, everybody should.
So trying to plan ahead of peeing outside, I got the disposable paper cups that look like basically snow cone paper cups.
Well, those just fall apart, Angela.
Correct. However, you can pack it out and it's not like something that you have to wash later, right? So I tried to use it in the shower. Logistically, it did not go well. So I have given them away.
Squat against the tree.
I'll be honest, I use my Go Girl all the time to pee in a bottle. I am an expert at peeing in a bottle.
No.
But I do have tips. One tip, let me give one Go Girl tip about peeing in a bottle specifically, not outside, because this was a very messy lesson I learned. If you're going to pee in a bottle, imagine a funnel. You put it in a bottle. If you seal the top and you start peeing, it's going to fill your funnel and you're going to have a mess.
Okay.
You've got to leave. This is a really important thing. You have to leave a little bit of air between the funnel piece and the bottle opening.
So just lift it up a little bit.
Yeah, just lift it a little or leave a little. It doesn't have to be much, but it will be the difference between a mess and not a mess. And I think some of the people who complain about the mess don't realize that. I mean, I did learn my lesson one time peeing in the camper.
But it only took once.
It only took one time. So that's my suggestion for the funnel. But it is amazing. And seriously, like if you have a partner, you've got to be comfortable. And it's very weird. I can pee in front of Kendrick and he can pee in front of me and we're fine. Not everybody's that way. I get it. But it's a thing,
Well, I think, first of all, thank you guys for talking to a stranger about pee-pee and poo-poo. But I think the lesson to be learned here is go camping. Don't let your period stop you. Don't let menopause stop you. Don't let needing to go to the bathroom at some point stop you. Just figure it out. It's trial and error. It's different for everybody, and that's okay. But yeah, thanks for talking to me. Y'all have fun at Taborado. I hope you win all the things.
Back to Taborado.
Are you giving them some tickets? I'm going to say this on the podcast.
Yes.
Are you going to give them some tickets for being on the podcast?
Absolutely. All four of these ladies.
You're welcome.
Yes, you four get free tickets.
Haha.
And next rally, I'm going to get Go Girl or one of the P people to sponsor us.
Sponsor?
Yeah.
Right. Do you hear that, Go Girl? Do you hear that, PP people?
P-style, Go Girl.
None of them listen to this podcast.
Yeah, they will. No, they will. I guarantee our next raffle.
Alrighty. Well, till next time.
All right. Love you, Lindsay. Let's go pee.
I was about to say, I gotta pee.
I gotta pee too.
Wow. All right, everybody. If you have made it to this point of the episode, well, the end, then thank you so much for joining us. Now, do recall that this is not a typical episode for us. So if you want to find out what we're all about, I invite you to head on over to rvsmalltalk.com and check out our many previous episodes. This was 98, so we must have been doing something for the first 97. Anyways, rvsmalltalk.com for previous episodes and join the discussion live on RV Small Talk community group on Facebook. Just look us up. We'll be there. Thank you again for joining us this week. We'll be back with another episode next week.